Hello folks, we come to the part 1 video of the exercise 10.3 and here we are going to see all the different lines and the distance between distance between the given lines and many such concepts. Very important from next year's point of view, 12th standard point of view. We're going to use many of these concepts there, and a clear understanding of this can help you get the 3D chapter problems next year easily. If you're okay with this, you will be okay there also. So that's about this exercise, very important and crucial exercise. We are coming to the question number 1. Now in the question number 1, they give us some equation. They ask us to reduce it in slope intercept form and get the slopes and intercept. First 3 questions are like that. You have to reduce it to the form that they have told us, and whatever they ask us we have to find. And for our quick revision, we know what is slope intercept form. All of us, we know that the slope intercept form is y equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the intercept. It should be okay with us, but then generally how does it mean? It is something like this. Y equal to mx plus c means if this is a line, then this is the y intercept and slope will be m, something like that. That's the meaning. Right, so let's see it right away. So we should be getting it as y equal to something. That's a hint. So x plus 2y, let me check the question, it's not looking clear. X plus 7y, I would have taken it as 2y. X plus 7y equal to 0. So 7y equal to minus x, y equal to minus x by 7, or rather y equal to minus 1 by 7 into x plus 0 if you want, because you want it in that proper form, y equal to mx plus c. So what is the slope? Slope is minus 1 by 7 and intercept is 0, right, when we have it in that form. Same way over here, 3y equal to 5 minus 6x, or rather 3y equal to minus 6x plus 5, or y equal to minus 6x plus 5 by 3, or rather it is minus 6 by 3x plus 5 by 3, or rather it is minus 2x plus 5 by 3. That way the slope is minus 2 and the intercept is 5 by 3. That's what they ask us. Then y equal to 0, quite good. Y equal to 0 is as good as writing 0 into x plus 0 if you want, right? It's the same. So the slope will be 0 and the intercept is also 0. You can have it that way. So that's about the question number 1. In question number 2, they give us equations and they ask us to reduce it to intercepts form and get the intercepts also. And intercepts form, I hope you all know it. It is x by a plus y by b equal to 1. You should get it in that form. That means you should have on the right hand side 1. Okay, so let's have this. 3x plus 2y equal to 12 first, then divide throughout by 12. Why? Because we want 1 there. That's how we reach. We want 1 there, so we divide by 12 on both sides. When we do it on both sides means you don't change the value, so that's allowed. That's 1. So that means it is x by 4 and y by 6 equal to 1. So that will give you the intercepts as 4 and 6. Same way here, 4x minus 3y equal to 6. So 4x minus 3y equal to 6. First let's divide by 6 on both sides so that we get 1 here. So we get 4x by 6 and 3y by 6 and 1 here. This is 2 and this is 2 2s are 2 3s are. Or it's as good as writing x by 3 by 2 minus y by 2, or other. Just take the little bit of changes because we want it in that form, x by a plus y by b equal to 1. So this writing 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 multiplication by the reciprocal, it will become 2x by 3, but when we write it, it will look proper. And then we don't entertain for minus here, it has to be plus, so that minus we take it to the denominator. Now we have it in standard form. So the intercepts are 3 by 2 and minus 2. That's about this. Then we have this next question, 3y plus 2 equal to 0. To start with, 3y equal to minus 2, and then, or rather minus 3y plus 2. That's better because you could have this shifted. Then in that case, because you want 1 over here, so we're dividing by 2. So you have 1 here. Then writing this is as good as writing, y by minus 2 by 3. Right. So 3 by 2 equal to 0. 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 So 3 and x, of course, the term itself is not existing, so we don't talk much about it. You have the y-intercept as minus 2 by 3. So y-intercept is minus 2 by 3. That's what we have over here. That's how we change the terms and we got it like that. Okay, so that's how we go about this question. Next we come to the normal form. The normal form you have to be a little careful, because you don't like this just transpose and do it. You don't do it that way. You have to look at the coefficients of x and y, find out the square root of the squares of those sum of the squares of those coefficients, divide the entire expression by that, then look out for the cos and the perpendicular distance. Like for example, we see a general equation. Suppose if you have a general equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0, if that is given to us, a and b, they are the coefficients of x and y. You are supposed to look out for root of a squared plus b squared. Find that out and divide that expression. That's how you do every normal form problems. So that we will do here. Let's take the a is 1 coefficient and b is minus root 3, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. So let's have a squared plus b squared, root of a squared plus b squared. It's going to be root of 1 squared plus root 3 squared, which is 3. 3 plus 1, 4. Root of 4, it's 2. So let's have it divided by 2 throughout. But then you have to make a little bit of changes. This has to be on the other side to get it in the normal form. So